A girl who is 4 years old does not need, if she feels like she's a boy, a fake penis. G'day ladies and gentlemen, over the past few years you'd probably think the entire, Western civilization has had this thought once in their minds. Why don't we just let kids be kids? I know I have, and I'm sure you have as well. So why don't you subscribe? But if you're thinking to yourself, why don't we just let kids be kids? Well, I've got something for you that you need to take into your own lives, all right? You're a racist Nazi scum, and I'm about to tell you why. Because there's shit like this in newspapers and articles in magazines all over the internet. And I'll warn you, this is the cringiest fucking thing that I've ever read, ever. Are you ready? Okay, here it goes. Mum of gender non-conforming child, gender non-conforming. Even just reading that makes me think this poor child has just been attacked by their parents with their ideologies. It's fucking gross. What 5-year-old child gives a shit about what gender it is? There are no 5-year-old, 4-year-old, 3-year-old children about to walk into preschool giving a shit about that. They're just out there playing, chewing on fucking blocks. They don't give a shit at all. All they want to do is watch the hooly doolies, watch bananas in pajamas, and shit their pants. That's what I want to do too, but I have to go on tour and shit. It's fucking gross. If this article should have said anything, it should have started with mum who brainwashed child. But anyway, the article goes on to say she sells fake, extra small penises for transgender kids under the age of 5. What the fuck? This headline is so fucked up. Like, this is an actual person selling an actual item online for actual people. And I get that we've spoken about gender dysphoria before, and these people living these real lives, these are actual people having these problems, and I get that. And as I've said a million times, I don't have a problem with trans people. I don't think any logical person would have a problem with trans people. But when you're affecting other people's lives, like in this case, when you're affecting your child by pushing your ideologies upon them, that is not a good thing. And also, as a child, you are not in the position to make any life-altering decision, particularly if you want to change your sex. You don't know shit about sex or gender, all right? You're fucking just playing your own game. You're just having a little play around. And if you wear a dress and you're a boy, who gives a shit? Just be a dude in a dress with a big old dick. Doesn't mean you have to chop the bloody thing off. Make that decision when you're 20. If you still want to chop it off then, I'll hand you the scalpel, champ. But until then, leave it. And just to make this very clear, on the other side for girls, a girl who is 4 years old does not need, if she feels like she's a boy, a fake penis. I can't really show you what these look like, but they're little dicks that they're supposed to put down their pants to have a bulge. What the fuck is wrong with people? The teeny tiny silicone packers can even be worn by kids under 5 and are available in the circumcised look and give the appearance of a male bulge. I don't know about you guys, but that actually makes me feel a little bit sick. Why are we sexualizing children so much to even give a shit what their bulge looks like? Why would you why would you care about a child's bulge, you fucking weirdo? These parents just have way too much time on their hands and they're reading far too many BuzzFeed shit articles or junky articles, and they're just flooding their brain with this information that in reality has no effect on the child. These children are out there trying to be kids. Teach them how to write. Teach them how to read. Teach them how to go out and have fun and not listen to bullies. Don't teach them to have a big old bulge. Who gives a fuck about their bulge? The site is run by mum Ciara de Sac. The site also offers stand-to-pee devices for youngsters who are born female but wish to stand while they're urinating. Ladies, there's a reason that you can't stand and urinate, because you shit at aiming, all right? You can't aim your big old cooch to fucking get in that bowl. I can barely do it, all right? I had no idea. I didn't know, and maybe you didn't know this as a man either, I didn't know you had to pull your 40 back until I was about 12. I just thought I was a terrible shot. Anyway, that's enough about my fucking personal life. Jesus Christ. I never told anyone that. If you're a girl, just sit down. Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck if you're sitting down to pee? It's much more comfortable. Sure, it makes it difficult when you have to go to a public event and there's not enough bloody toilets for the ladies, even though some women claim that that's sexism. No, it's just infrastructure. There's not enough infrastructure in there for you to sit down and pee, all right? If you want to stand up like a man and have a big whiz, do it. But just don't piss on people's toes. And why are you selling a device to pee for little girls standing up when they were pissing in nappies 12 months ago? Stop making these kids grow up so quick. But here's one thing that even freaked me out even more, and this is according to Vox.com. We know Vox is shit, but anyway, it's okay to let your transgender kid transition, even if they might change their mind in the future. Detransitioning is rare and not as bad as people think. The author of this, Jack, can jack the fuck off right now, okay? That's bullshit. I don't give a shit what medical information he's using there. To say that someone transitioning doesn't affect them later on in life after they retransition back to the gender they were born is ridiculous. These people are going to run into a myriad of problems, not from just mental illnesses and all that type of shit, but just trying to make friends, all that type of business. That's why they shouldn't be doing it until they are an adult and they are fucking sure that they want to alter their life. I just want to reiterate that if you're a trans person, if you have gender dysphoria, I'm happy if you're happy. Be happy in what you're doing, okay? I'll shake your hand, I'll hug you, whatever, okay? I don't think of you any less as a person, not even slightly, okay? But what I do think is that you shouldn't be pushing this upon children. They are not old enough to make these decisions. And I understand that a lot of people argue that, okay, they're going through puberty, they're going to turn into a boy or a girl. I understand that sucks, but you need to allow these people to grow up and make their own decisions. It's not for you to decide. And after all, gender's a social construct anyway. Why do you need reassignment surgery? Just be you with your big old dick in a dress. Who gives a fuck, right? Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East, my dick stinks. And I'll see you all soon. Bye.